What's going on, team? In today's video, I want to address the question, do you need to buy a course in order to start making money online with digital marketing? Now, a little bit about me and how I got started with digital marketing is, if you don't know, if you haven't watched any of my previous videos, the short version is I wanted to grow a marketing agency. I wanted to grow my clients' social media presence, run their Facebook ads, and I wanted to learn as fast as I could, because it's been a while since I was doing social media before I got started with this, and I wanted a quick refresher. I wanted to, okay, what am I missing? What should I be doing? What's working? What's not working? So a friend of mine, she was doing the course, and I reached out to her. I like what she was posting, and I was intrigued. I bought the course, and I don't regret doing it. All right, so the course that I bought is DWA. Now, if you have seen, there's a bunch of courses on Instagram, especially. There's a bunch of people making money claims. There's a bunch of people saying, hey, grow your social media following, grow your business, do this, do that. However, the reason why I bought this course was because I bought it from someone who I knew, someone who I trusted. And like I said, I don't regret doing it, because it has been helping me. And that's kind of been my path with how I got into digital marketing and how I got into buying a course. All right, so let's talk about some of the advantages of buying a course. One of the things that I really liked about the course that I got into is I like structured learning. The way that I learn is, hey, this is point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4, 5, and study them, do this, and you will get XYZ. And that's what works for me. I know what makes it easier for me when it comes time to learn something. And the way that they have everything structured for me was beneficial. It was easy to learn. It was easy to understand the process. You should do this one, then you should follow this module. They have different modules that make it easier for the person like me, if you're a newbie or if you just want to get refreshed on certain things on social media. It's easy to learn, it's easy to understand. And the structured learning, for me, it was a huge selling point, because I don't even though I love learning, I love going in different places to learn. I like to watch a lot of YouTube videos. I like to watch a lot of social media influencers who give out really good content. I like to know, okay, where am I going? Where do I need to go? If I click here, what am I gonna see? If I click here, what am I gonna learn? Instead of having to watch the entire video or having to take notes on different things to get to the main point, which sometimes, and I feel like I do that sometimes too, instead of just getting to the point, you go around. And for me, that style of learning is very difficult, and to grasp the information is it takes a little bit longer, right? So I think structured learning was one of the things that is beneficial for me and the style that I learned, and that's one of the things that this course had that I actually liked. The next thing that I want to talk about is expert guidance. Now, there's a bunch of experts on social media. There's a bunch of experts who claim a bunch of things. You're gonna get this if you do this. You're gonna get that if you do that. A lot of people, and I don't want to measure it by likes and follows, but the way that I like to measure content, or if someone is worth following for me, is, okay, how engaging is their content? Are they breaking it down? Are they using big words? Or are they using easy to understand, easy to digest information that I can apply? Some people, they use such regurgitated information and it just sounds like everybody else. However, they're putting their own twist to make it sound more than it actually is. And I feel okay, I just wasted my time watching this guy when I could have learned it from somebody else. And that's one of the things that, as I learned more about the course, I was following the people that were having results, the people that were giving the classes, they giving the modules, and I was following them, and I was okay, they're growing their followings like they say they are. They're making X amount of money like they say they are. So maybe these people are worth following. Maybe these people are worth listening to. So that got me more that idea of learning from someone who's an expert in their field. Then for sure, I appreciate that, and for me, it has more value and it has more meaning behind it, versus just somebody getting on a YouTube video and just saying, hey, I made X amount, just making wild claims about how much money they made, when in reality, they haven't put in the work themselves. So having that expert advice, that expert guidance, or someone who has done it, hey, here's how I did it, learn from me, go through XYZ, and you'll get X result. For me, that's what I like, and that's another thing that I appreciate, and I don't regret about buying the course. Something else that I really like about the course is how they have free templates, how they have free done for you products, where you don't have to create the product yourself. If you're a beginner, if you're just getting started, you're I don't know how I feel about creating my own product yet. I don't know how I feel about doing my own thing yet. They have products, done for you products, that you can resell as a beginner. And I think that builds your confidence up. I feel that starts going to the gym. You start from zero, you start putting a little bit of weight, a little bit more weight, and then eventually you hit a PR. And that's the same way that I feel like with this done for you product, like you can go on Canva, do a little bit of, a little bit of editing and then make it your own product versus you having to start from scratch with no experience. So I think having those extra tools and those resources is highly, highly like important, at least in my part. Another reason why I think buying a course is important is because of the networking opportunities. One of the things that I like about this course and about this community is they have a huge Telegram chat support groups where if you have a question, you can just ask it there and someone will reach out with an answer. And someone who's possibly going through the exact same thing that you're going through is going to be sharing their experience. They give you explanations on what they're going through, how to make your products better, how to grow your audience, like whatever your questions are, like they have a huge community. And I feel like for me, just doing it alone sometimes can be demotivating. And I'm not saying there's people out there who are like solopreneurs and they do everything by themselves and they crush it and they don't need any help. However, for me, I like to work with a community of people and kind of like not feel like you're the only one going through that process alone. I like to read what others are doing, what's working for them. Oh, this is a beginner, they're just trying this, let me try that, let me see if it works. And I think the community aspect of buying the course and just being part of a community for me was huge. Now, the first resource that I want to talk about, if you want to be on your own, you want to figure out the product by yourself, if you want to create your own products by yourself, is going on YouTube. As I said before, like YouTube has a bunch of free information. You can literally find or like learn. I can't think of any skill you can't learn on YouTube. Like there's information about how to fix cars. There's videos about how to fix cars. There's videos about style. I don't know, everything you can think of, they pretty much have a video on YouTube. And I think like YouTube is a great resource for anybody who's looking to learn digital marketing and how to grow the digital marketing business. Even though I bought the course, like I'll still watch YouTube videos just because sometimes I like to compare the information, but that's just me. Another free resource is going on Instagram. Just type in digital marketing and you can see influencers, like what are they doing? And you can pretty much download one of those free guides, and a lot of them give you really good information, which by the way, I have a free link if you want to get started. Free plug. If you guys want to get started, you can check out my free link. You can see what I have and just run with that for now. Like you don't have to wait. There's a bunch of free products. So again, YouTube, any free ebooks, following an influencer on Instagram, those are great resources if you want to get started with digital marketing. Another great resource if you want to get started with digital marketing without buying a course is get a mentor. There's a lot of people who offer mentorships like one-on-one, and you don't have to buy a course. You just pay for the amount of time that you spend with that person, and they can teach you whatever they know, whatever questions you have. If you're like one of those people like, hey, I'll figure it out, like I don't need that much help, then you can just pay a mentor if you have like a specific question that you want answered, and they'll answer it for you, and you don't have to buy the full course, and it might be even cheaper. Getting a mentor, I think, is definitely another great way where you can get started with digital marketing and without buying the course. Last two resources that I have for you if you don't want to buy a course to learn digital marketing is Udemy or Coursera. Now, this is not a sponsor, like I'm not sponsored by them, but I have bought courses from both Coursera and Udemy in the past, and they do have great information where you can learn. I haven't bought any digital courses from Udemy or Coursera, I'm just putting that out there. However, I have looked up on Udemy digital marketing, and they do have courses, and they are a little bit cheaper than buying a digital course. Again, and if that's something that you want to do, you can definitely learn from them, which I think is more affordable sometimes than buying a course. All right, so those are the pros and those are the alternative ways of both. Should you buy a digital course or should you not? Do you want to go your own route? Now, for me, like I said before, I think buying a digital course is better because I like to learn it faster and it just makes more sense for me and the things that I want to do. However, I do understand that a lot of people don't have the money to buy a course, they just want to figure it out. And that's where I think YouTube, Coursera, Udemy, those affordable like mentorship programs can definitely be something that you want to look at if you want to get started with digital marketing. And like I said before, if you want to get started, I have a free link below where you can learn a bunch of ways to get started with digital marketing. Now, digital marketing is, you can make a digital product pretty much out of any knowledge that you have. You can make your own digital product, and with the help of AI, it's even more simple than before. If digital marketing has been something that you want to do, it's been something on your mind, I bought the course, I've been learning so much. Now, whether you want to make money with digital marketing or not, I think it's a skill that everybody should learn, because the way that things are moving, like we're not moving away from technology. We're not moving away from less social media. If anything, it's increasing every day, which by the way, I think we should lower our screen time a little bit because it is getting out of control sometimes from the things that I've seen. And I am currently working on that. If you have any tips on how to decrease your screen time, please drop it below because I would love to learn. Digital marketing is one of those things that is not going anywhere. Like I think it's definitely a skill that we should all be learning, or at least paying attention to, just have it in the background, because the last thing that you want to do is you want to move forward and you want to be ahead of the game when things are moving. You don't want to wait and then try to figure it out. So whether it's buying a course, learning on yourself, I think it's a great skill to learn, and that's it. All right, guys, hope you liked the video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment below, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you on the next one.